so there are two ways. This is the reason step 4 is so important. There are two ways to build that legacy income, to wake up the next morning with cycles. Put a 1 in the chat if you've woken up to cycles in the morning. Put a 1 in the chat if you've woken up and your isopulse is different from when you went to bed the night before. That is powerful. You guys, it is so powerful. I vividly remember the first time that it was a Monday and I had 2 cycles. You know, I remember the first cycle, but I really remember being downtown Minneapolis doing my day job and thinking, I just made $108 on repeat customer orders on a Monday. You guys, that's powerful, okay? And I was so grateful. And what you are grateful for is what can grow and can appreciate and can, you know, so just know that's powerful. And the way that you do that is gaining new customers. So much of what we've done so far, right? Step 1 and 2 are about gaining new customers and rank advancing. Step 3, getting people paid. Retention is the final piece. It's the final piece of the puzzle. The beauty of our comp plan is you're not just paid on new, you're paid on repeat. And you're not just paid on yours, you're paid on the people they bring in and the people they bring in. And that, right? If you don't get that yet, like go watch the comp plan again. The people they bring in, the people they bring in, the retention of all of those people, right? The number in our circle just this week hit 8,000. And that doesn't mean 8,000 people order every single month, right? That's not what that means at all. But that means, you know, the more of those 8,000 that we retain, the more residual our business will be. And so there are 5 things to focus on here. First is happy customers, right? So collagen is a great thing to be talking to happy customers about. Informing them, saying, hey, and I know Heidi's doing this in a big way, reaching out to everyone and saying, hey, have you tried the new collagen yet? Just opening the conversation, just simple, short, you know, just, hey, have you tried it? I mean, if any of my current customers want a little bottle of collagen, I'll send them a little bottle, you know, to try, because it tastes that good, right? My sister ordered a ton. She's upped her BV, like tripled it probably since what she used to order. Invite and engage them in product challenges and campaigns. I know Barbie and her Be Healthy community, all you guys in Be Healthy, your campaigns pull people together, the community, the feeling, the support, the love, right? People come in for whatever reason they come in, they stay for the community. They stay for the people. If 2020 has taught us anything, it is that we do better as humans in community. Some only need a little and then they need their alone time. Some need a lot, right? But we as humans thrive together. Sitting behind a screen watching an event virtually is not the same as being in person. Whoever went to Dallas knows that. We felt it, right? So any way that you can be having community, pulling people together, whether you know, sit outside in your driveway, social distance, 6 feet apart and, you know, talk dreams, or you physically get together. You know, Teresa's upstairs at my house right now. She was in town. So, you know, it's getting together, going and seeing the carpets of the people's on your team, right? Seeing their carpets. That's an old school network marketing, is getting to know what is the color of the carpet of the people on your team. That's a good gut check if you're building that relationship and knowing their kids and knowing their why and knowing, you know, what makes them tick and what keeps them up at night, right? So, you know, things like sending snail mail, offering free shipping or other product promos. I had a girl who just got restarted with me. And she could have gone anywhere, you guys. And once she said, I want to order again, I'm ready to go. I said, you know what? You've been such a good customer for so long. I would love to Venmo you $20 and just get, and I mean, because I just felt compelled. I knew she was going to order the 6-pack of collagen plus a bunch of other stuff. It was her old account was terminated. I just, you know, I was like, I can pay that forward to her. Just little things that literally just happened this week. Okay. And then inviting to local and corporate events. We are so hopeful that we can get back to this summer and fall. Just this past weekend, I was talking with Emily Vavra a little bit about it. She's chomping at the bit to get going again. We would love to have something here in Minneapolis, along with, you know, of course, all the places that you guys live, but nothing is quite the same. And if you're on this team and you haven't yet been to an event where we're like in person, you've barely scratched the surface on what our community can do, right? And then getting products paid for, right? If someone is cycling once a week, they're never going to turn off their auto ship. I mean, that's free collagen, speak collagen or not, right? That's free 100 BV every month. If they're recycling once a week, they're getting paid. And research has shown, they've done a study, if someone has earned $1 with Isagenix, their retention that they'll be here a year later is 90%. So you may think, oh, this person doesn't want to make, they have enough money, they want to make they don't need this, they're never going to stick around. But if you can get that $25 PIB in their pocket, they might surprise you. That happened to Lindsay Hofber. She was an optometrist. You guys, she did not need the money, but Laura got her paid just a little bit, and her interest was piqued, right? And now she's her #1 income earner on their team. Duplication, right? Here's a video all about duplication. This was a training I did in December. But really, we're duplicating. That's what we're doing. That's why these calls are mastering the mundane. That's why it's redundant. That's why we stick to, this is the process, and here's what you do, and here are the simple steps, right? And then recognition, right? We talked about recognition. So this is, in this 5 love languages, if you haven't done this, we really made sure, Jake and I, in these prizes during the boom, to touch on all of them. And you'll see the one tonight includes quality time. Other than that, we've touched on the other 4. So the goal is to find out how people want to be recognized, and conveying passion as we're talking to people, and posting and doing recognition publicly and privately. They say that people in their day jobs don't get a ton of recognition, and so if you can stand out and be that person to see them, to truly see them, you're gonna have an edge up with them. You're gonna have a leg up. Okay. And the social palette, the link is right here. It can help a ton. There's templates, simple little templates that you can drag and drop names, and I'll tell you, I just did, I did a post about Chelsea and her year-to-date earnings. I did a post about Danny Leverson and her year-to-date earnings. And I had a girl reach out to me. Her interest was piqued. She's like, I saw the post you did, and I'm curious, and I want to know if I could do that too. And so when you're telling other people's stories, we're recognizing we're making them feel good, but you're also attracting other people because they're like, oh my gosh, someone made a few $1,000s since the beginning of the year. Like, we're not messing around here, people, So just know that, that consistency of living out loud does a lot of things. And then community and events. And once we can get back to events in person, so whether this year we do some Super Saturday style stuff, Jake and I plan to come out to Rapid City, wherever you are, whatever you can gather, the vaccine is being more rolled out, people are more able, herd immunity, all the things, things are moving forward scientifically, however you want to, whatever your beliefs are is cool. But just know, like, we are, I truly believe one of the cornerstones of the way that we have built is through events. And we have, so many people on this team that would agree that we can't recreate that. And so a big piece of that is starting to plan for July 30th and 31st and the virtual celebration that is to come. So, and then January, whenever we get those dates out, January and New Year's kickoff in Phoenix. I can't wait. This, you guys, is here, something new that I created. I took it from another team, but I basically just took it and made a document that would fit. And it is called the Daily Growth Checklist. This document might help you a ton. I know it looks kind of funny. It takes a minute to load. There we go. Okay. So this document is literally meant to be your daily, if you're sitting here saying, okay, I'm in, what do I do? What do I do every day? This document will show you exactly what to do every day, you guys. Okay. So you could literally print this out. You could print out, if you're like, okay, I do, and I want you guys to be thinking in your head, what is your commitment to your business going forward? Today is the boom. Next week we will be here. The week after we will be here. This is an ongoing thing, right? This is every week. Consistency over time is how we compound. But this daily growth checklist, if you're thinking, gosh, okay, I can touch my business 7 days a week. Print out 365 of these if this is what you want to do. Or just get a notebook and you can literally list 1 through 12 in your notebook. Whether you want to print it and put it in a binder or whether you want to just take this and, you know, list out 1 through 12, you're just going to get in the habit of doing these things every single day. Okay. So new connections, connecting with 3 new people a day, maybe 5. If you have big audacious goals, go for 5, right? Finding people to connect with. Take a look. This is like tying a bow on what we've covered the past 5 weeks. Text a few, collagen scripts, opportunity scripts, they're all out there, right? Minimum 3, fast track 5. Follow up about Isagenix and about life. Okay, it can be one or the other depending on the day. Minimum 3, fast track 5. Social media post and stories. So you're going to have your daily lifestyle shares, check, and then once a week a wellness power post and once a week opportunity power post. Okay, this is a formula that you can apply to your business and say, okay, I'm really on track with doing these things of what it takes to really grow. And you can choose to do this 7 days a week. If you want to do it 5 days a week, print off 5 times 52, right? If you're committed to 3 days a week doing this, maybe kind of an every other day, that's cool. Print off 3 times 52, you know, or get a notebook and just start listing 1 through 12, 1 through 12 done. You know, you could have 1 up here and literally just track it in your notebook if you don't want to print it all off, you know. And then these, you know, these are short. This whole thing you can get done in 30 minutes if you really want to kind of whip through it, right? Share the love, few birthday messages, add value, reconnect, call an old friend, personal development, you know, 10 minutes. Maybe you take 10 minutes and do it, or maybe you're going to do 20 because you're really going after it. Gratitudes, affirmations, just a quick check-in on your goals, right? Okay, this is where I'm at, 5 side, you know, just a real quick.
Write them down.
Write them down. And then customer service. So a lot of this, that would be like in penny, you know, oh, so-and-so's new auto ship is coming, or some of these days you're going to be like, I'm good here. Check, you know, I don't need to touch on, you know, someone's new IsaBody or something every single day. Rank advancing your team, and then events and putting down your next corporate event you're committed to attending. This right here is the essence of the business wrapped up into 1 page. And I wanted to do that just because I know it's working for a lot of people to just have it tracked. It's right here on the front page of Leaders Rights here. So if you have someone that doesn't really want to understand the ins and outs and the whole, and you're just like, here, this is what you do. These are the things that you do. Someone can really take this and, you know, day after day after day, grow and compound over time. Okay. Anything else you would add?
No, and the great thing about something like this is that you're going to have a hard copy to see where you have opportunities for growth, like what things slip through the cracks, because sometimes it happens and you look back 2, 3, 4 months and you realize, oh my gosh, I have not been meeting as many new people and adding them to my social circle. I've just been skipping that piece. So I'm running out of people. I need to really focus and get on that. It's a good self-tracker thing, and it's only for you. You don't have to share it with anybody else. Use it if it serves you.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is all about. If this is something that can serve you, we really encourage you to do it. And you're not going to know until you try. So I would encourage everyone to at least give it a try and see how it feels.
Yeah, totally. He makes a good point. If you have a system that's working for you right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 in your head, you're good. No need to use the sheet. But I have been talking to people who are like, how do I really keep it all? That sheet, it will tell you where you're good. It will tell you where, you know, if you're like, gosh, I really struggle in this follow-up section every single day, I never have, then you'll know that's where to focus, right? Or new, maybe you're circling through the old names at number 1, new connections. Maybe it's just that little tweak that's going to help you get better over time, right?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, unless anybody has any questions.
Yeah, yes, I just have to share the one.
Oh, yeah.
Here's our stuff for this week, you guys, and this is by next Monday. By next Monday, here's what we're gonna do for retention, for community. We are sending a thank you card. Plus, if it feels necessary, if it feels right, send a small sample. It could be a hydrate stick, it could be a bone broth packet, or a little collagen bottle.
Way thin.
To 3 happy customers. Send a thank you so much. You've been my customer since the beginning. I totally appreciate you. I see what you're doing. Here, try this. I don't know if you ever tried it, just something little. Okay. And 3 is kind of, do 3. If you're on a roll and you want to do 5, 10, whatever. If you only have 1 or 2 customers, just do what you have. Send a voice note recognizing 3 teammates for any accomplishment or action. Maybe they completed IsaBody. Maybe they
did their first cleanse day.
Their cleanse day. Maybe they rank advanced. Maybe they did their first post. Maybe they got 10 no's. Sometimes we don't celebrate the no's as much as we should. We only celebrate the success, but really we want to celebrate. That's why I put action. So voice note, hey, I see you. I see what you're doing. I see you plugging in. I see you on the team call. I see you hosting your sweat and sip. All the things, right? 3 people. And then contact every current and potential teammate. So anyone that you have on your team, I want us to be just blasting the word out about virtual celebration, July 30th and 31st. If you're hosting like a watch party, tell them about, in the voice note, hey, I want to let you know, because I don't ever rely on the Isagenix emails or the Facebook posts to invite the people. That isn't an invite. That's like an announcement. But I have, people that I want to say, hey, I really want you there. Like, I'd love to have you join us. Can you come? If not, no worries. But gosh, I would love for you to block off these 2 dates. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to have a new product launch, everything. And then this week, if the daily growth checklist, I want you to write down the number of days you're committed to working your business per week, and try the daily growth checklist this week. Commit to it this week. If you're like, I do my business 7 days a week, print off 7 and do it. Okay. Maybe you don't, it's 5 days a week for you. Print off 5 and do it. Meet your commitment this week. And by next Monday, Jake and I are going to take you and a guest out, 1 winner, to dinner. And if you live in the Twin Cities, great. We'll get it scheduled soon. If not, if it's at an event, awesome. Or if, we'll make it happen over the next, I'd say 6-ish months, depending on where you live. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So set an event. One night we're out at an event. And everything's on us, you and a guest.
Yep.
You don't have to bring your spouse. You can bring someone else if you want.
I don't know about this guy. Okay. So you guys, major kudos to you guys for being here.
Yes.
This is a great, and people are busy. I know it, right? This is a great illustration. Some of these weeks there have been 30, 40 people on. Tonight, 13. You guys stuck with it through till the end of the boom. I also want you to have in your head, gosh, this is my 30 minutes every week to plug in. 30 minutes every week to plug in, to learn, to ground myself. You may not learn anything from me each week. That's totally fine, but maybe it grounds you in, okay, my intentions for the week are set. My clarity is set. I know exactly what I'm doing going forward. I feel a little bit braver because I have all these people, behind, watching over me, and they have my back and all of that. And yeah, we learn from each other. I mean, I learn from you guys all the time. I really do. So we appreciate you guys. I hope everyone has an amazing week. Thank you for showing up. Check in with your boom teammates. Check in with them. Because next week is technically not the boom, but we'll just be bringing back a bunch, probably do some mindset, personal development. Shoot me a note if you have ideas of what you want to do. Yeah. I'm thinking we'll do some sort of a book soon. But yeah, would love to just kind of know. And 30 minutes or less. The goal is always to just come together and have some time together as a team. So good to see you all. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.